Earlier this week, we told you the story of Tim Castleman, a Lubbock man being sued by a company in Ireland after he left a bad review online. Castleman claims he never received notice of a court date for the lawsuit, so the judge gave judgment to the company and the man owed over $300,000. Soon after, his properties were seized, all while waiting for a trial date for his appeal.
So we wondered, what rights do you have if you post a critical review online? KAMC's Grace Morris spoke to a law professor at Texas Tech, and Grace, the First Amendment plays a part in this.
Yeah, that's right, Lauren and Brian. Contrary to what you might think, the First Amendment doesn't actually protect all types of speech, but in the case of Tim Castleman and writing a bad review online, you are protected under the First Amendment if what you're saying is true or is your opinion. But in a lawsuit like this one, whether you're stating your opinion or making assertions of fact, it's up to the plaintiffs to prove and the court to decide.
I didn't even know they had severed until February 2020.
Without question, one of the most important protections we have.
The First Amendment is what gives us freedom of press, religion, and perhaps most important of all, freedom of speech. But this amendment has never fully protected all types of speech.
The First Amendment doesn't protect our ability to say false things about people or businesses that harm their reputation.
This is the situation Tim Castleman found himself in. The question being, was the review he posted online protected by the First Amendment? The two main protections of the First Amendment are that stating the truth and your opinions are both protected forms of speech.
You want to go complain about a person or a company that you've done business with, you are totally protected by the First Amendment, so long as you limit your complaint or your review to a matter of opinion or something that's true.
But if you post a review online that includes factual assertions and those assertions are found to be false, you open yourself up to being sued for defamation. In the case of Tim Castleman, the Court of Appeals ruled he not only stated his opinion, but he made statements of fact. The company he was doing business with claiming they had proof his statements were false, and therefore the First Amendment wouldn't protect what was said in his review.
All civil cases, it's the plaintiff, the person who's claiming they've been harmed, who has what we call the burden of proof. So they actually have to prove that the statement that they're complaining about was false.
But according to Sherwin, these limitations shouldn't deter folks from speaking their mind online as long as they stick to statements of fact and their own opinions.
Castleman currently waiting for a trial in the Court of Appeals to overturn the Lubbock Court's default ruling. If the court rules in his favor, he'll be able to present his own evidence in the court as to why his review is protected by the First Amendment.